think we're live. Think we're live. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell. God dang, it's hot. 93 degrees in the sun. It's probably hotter. Uh, Hopefully it's not melt yourself. Hopefully you're not feeling like a melting candle, cone of ice cream, wherever you were at. We're going to talk about Justin Timberlake and how the news goes easy on him. This is one of the times where I think the mainstream media really does a disservice to society. We talked about Justin Timberlake getting a DUI yesterday. It hadn't really hit the presses yet. That's why you hit subscribe and the notification bell, because not only do I go live 5 days a week, but I'm usually getting this information before it hits other places, other newsstands. There's no newsstands anymore. Before other people do it. That's why I go live, because I can see it when it first hits the news and talk about it. I'm not like a Philly DeFranco in that way. Yeah, he maybe has millions of subscribers, but he's recording his stuff. By the time you get his news, it's already happened. I'm going live. And Justin Timberlake all over the place because he got a DUI right before his world tour. And now we're getting more and more and more. It's all leaking out. But the thing is, the news media, especially like the Page Six in New York, all like the celebrity paparazzi news, they don't want to make this dude mad. They don't want to piss this dude off. They want to stay on his good side. They want to play with kid gloves. They want to pretend like, oh, poor guy got a DUI. Even in one of the report, and again, I link all the articles down below in the description, but even in one of the reports where Justin Timberlake got pulled over, and I guess he was with some buddies, he was out at dinner, and one of his buddies was reporting or leaking stuff to the press, and in the article, again, you can read down below, that's why you hit subscribe and the notification bell. They said, Justin Timberlake said under his breath, this is going to ruin the tour. And the cop, I guess, was real young, didn't recognize him. Good, shouldn't get him off anyways, just because he's Justin Timberlake. If you're driving like an asshole and kill someone, doesn't matter how famous you are. And the cop said, what tour? And Justin Timberlake said, the world tour. Like it was some kind of cool line. And when I read that, I went, do other people read this the way I do? Are people reading that and not thinking like, oh, Justin shouldn't be angry that he got pulled over. Justin should be angry that he didn't fucking pay for a driver. That he didn't get an Uber. I love how Justin Timberlake's like, this is going to ruin the tour. And the cop goes, what tour? And he says, the world tour. Like, bro, you didn't have to drink and drive, Justin. Your actions are going to ruin your stuff. And let's be honest, it's not ruining he can still go on his world tour. He has to appear in virtual court, and he probably has a high paid attorney to do that stuff for him. He ain't showing up, okay? This guy's got too much money. There's two sets of justice systems. One's for the wealthy, one's for the poor. But the other fascinating thing was Justin, JT, the troll, you might know him from the Trolls branch. Hey, what's up, Ali? What is going on? Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. I go live every week to bring you very interesting news and different takes. I'm not going to tell you what the mainstream media is saying. I'm not trying to play kid gloves with Justin Timberlake. I'm here to give him a dose of medicine, okay? And I don't mean this with any ill will. Let's get that right out of the way. I might come across a little bit blunt and a little bit in your face, but I have no ill will. In fact, I feel really bad for Justin Timberlake because I think he's surrounded by yes men. I think he's surrounded by people who are not looking out for his best interest. And the way I'm trying to present this is Justin Timberlake, you have the world at your fingertips. You're about to do a world tour. And you, yourself, your actions are fucking it up. Not somebody pulling you over, okay? Because guess what? If you were in an Uber, you would have never been pulled over. And it's just amazing at how warped people can get when there's so much money and power, and that everyone that surrounds them is like, no, he's fine, he's good, he's got it under control. In fact, I link all the I link all the articles down below. You can read this for yourself. One of the articles had somebody leaking to the press that Justin has quit drinking, he's doing fine, he's never been in better shape, and he's ready to go on world tour, which is a flat out lie, because you don't get pulled over for a DUI if you've quit drinking. You know, they're hiding stuff. They're not looking out for Justin's interest. And I didn't know he had 2 kids. He's married to Jessica Biel and has 2 kids. So Justin, you got to clean it up for your kids. If nothing else, like, pull it together, man. You know, they don't want to be at home wondering why Branch, the troll, is whacked out of his mind. You know, slurring and singing, "I got a fever inside my bones. I'm a drunk." They don't want to see that version of Trolls, Justin. So clean it up for you kids, man. Seriously, I mean this no ill will. I come with the best intentions, but reading all this stuff, yes, I play Fortnite, Ali. And I tend to live stream on this channel. I have a whole other channel called @YachtRocker for my Fortnite live streams. It just won't let me stream on it yet. YouTube is like gatekeeping it. I don't know why. So yeah, I do play Fortnite. You can go back and watch one of my old lives. Maybe I'll try to go live today or tomorrow with Fortnite. But Justin Timberlake, man, you got to get cleaned up for your kids. And reading the 3 articles that I linked down below, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you could join me when I go live. Again, if you like Philly DeFranco's stuff, or even if you don't know who Philly DeFranco is, he does the news on YouTube 4 days a week, which the news happens, you know, more than that. But he records it. I'm going live. I'm bringing this to you right now. This stuff we talked about yesterday, JT, Justin Timberlake, NSYNC fame, got a DUI, and now all these paparazzi articles being written about him are playing with kid gloves. And they should be holding them to account. They should be, the headline should be like, you know who doesn't get a DUI? People who pay for Uber, you knucklehead Justin Timberlake. Like, what are you, hard up for cash? You can't be doing a world tour and pretend like you can't afford a driver. Such a moron. And that's the thing. It's like, you know, he has a serious issue. This is where my compassion comes in for him. He's in the depths of addiction, because if he can't go out to dinner and not leave and, you know, not get a DUI, then you got a big issue, especially at that caliber of fame, where like an Uber costs nothing. Calling someone to have them come pick up your car, to have a driver, that costs nothing for Justin Timberlake. That isn't even pocket change. Like, he doesn't even have bills that small. Okay. And this dude got a DUI. So that means he's got a serious problem. There's a serious issue here. And I have compassion as an addict myself. This dude, you know, I see. Well, that's the thing. That's what really pissed me off. That now today, yesterday we talked about this. Now today, all these articles are being written about it. And none of them are addressing, like, this dude could have killed someone. This dude really has a bigger responsibility than anyone else that doesn't have the money. Well, no, we all have a big responsibility in society. That's kind of the glue that keeps us together, is like being responsible when we're out in public, that we're not getting drunk and killing people, which happens every day. And the other wild thing, again, links in the description, he refused. There's a line in my phone. What the fuck is that? There's a line in the middle of my phone. I don't know what that is. It's bugging me. Oh, it's the chat thing. Sorry. But he refused a breathalyzer. This will have probably no impact on him, which sucks, because at least, you know, as far as I knew, like in California, you refuse a breathalyzer, you might even be doing jail time, but you're 100% losing your license for a year, like right off the bat, and there's a fine. And in New York, it's a potential fine of $500, which is nothing to Justin Timberlake. Again, he laughs at that. For regular folks, we're like, how are we gonna get $500? He's like, I'll refuse it every time if it's only $500. And he probably spent more at dinner than the fine for this. And it's a revocation of your license in New York for a year. He doesn't have a New York license. He's probably got an LA license. So this is not going to affect this dude at all, which is fucking crazy. This is so fucking nuts that this is, you know, the news is positioning this in such a way that this dude just gets to probably go unscathed. His reputation, I don't know if his reputation, leave it in the comments if you think his reputation will get affected. He's about to go on a world tour. He's going to Poland. He's going across America. He's doing a ton of stuff, and that's the shittiest part. It's like, this dude is going to go have fans, thousands of fans cheer for him, and if that's not going to be a boost for him to think he's got to be doing something right if this many people show up for him, where a DUI for most people, speaking from experience, is a wake-up call. When that happens, is a wake-up call. You got to reevaluate your life. this dude, especially even with the mainstream media. You know, the mainstream media is treating him like they're like, oh, he might have he's been hiding his addiction, and that's just what we're hearing. It's like, no, just call it out. If he's got a DUI, a guy who can clearly afford whatever way home you want to imagine, he probably could have got a helicopter home. He's got a big problem, big fucking problem. And it's infuriating that this dude's about to go on world tour, have thousands of people screaming his name, and this, what usually is a rock bottom wake up call for most alcoholics, a DUI, a severe DUI. And I call it severe because any DUI is severe. You know, instead of him reflecting and being like, you know, I could have killed someone, this was stupid, what am I doing with my life? No, the news is playing fucking patty cakes with him, pretending like, oh, ooh, maybe it was just a mistake. Ooh, maybe he has an issue. No, you got an issue. This don't happen fucking, this isn't like some random chance. Like, this is a wake-up call. And now he's about to go on tour where thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of people are going to be cheering his name. And I don't think for a split second this dude is going to think like, oh man, maybe I need to check myself. Maybe I'm going the wrong way. And as much as I hold JT accountable, remember, I don't say this with ill intent. I say this where I want him to get help. I think he needs help. And I genuinely mean that. As someone who has gotten help myself, I think this is a moment where it's ripe for the people in his life to be like, bro, this is a wake-up call. Like, that should have never happened. You know, this is an extreme event. We need to reevaluate. I know, maybe even cancel your tour. I know he probably doesn't need the money, let's be honest, but cancel the tour, maybe check into a rehab and get your head on straight. But I think from reading all the articles, again, links down below, you read them yourself, see if you read them the way I did. But everyone around him seemed to be, you know, not good for his health. Maybe protecting their own interests. Maybe thinking, oh, we can just keep going about this the way Justin wants to go. And if we don't challenge him, he'll keep taking us out to fancy dinners and driving us home when he's drunk and we are too. Which is just the worst kind of people to have around you. You want people that, you know, are going to say hard things to you that you're not going to like. You want people around you that are going to tell you these brutal truths that maybe make you reevaluate your life. And that's important no matter who you are, celebrity or not. I have people like that in my life. It's not always fun, but it's necessary. So that's why I linked all those articles about Justin Timberlake. And when you see him in the mainstream media and when you see it on the news tonight, listen with a different ear. Okay, if they talk about Justin saying this is going to ruin the tour, and the cop says, what tour? And he says, the world tour. See if they put the onus on Justin. See if anyone has a thought like, well, Justin, you know, maybe you shouldn't be drinking and driving, bro. Maybe you're ruining your life, not getting pulled over. See if you read it like I do. See if you read people saying that he was clean and sober and never been in better shape and ready to go on tour and then gets this DUI, and see if it sounds like people are protecting, or not protecting him, but protecting their interest in him, you know? And it sucks, but the vultures will swarm when they think money's to be had, or nice dinners, or whatever it is, whatever they're earning from him. And it sucks because here I am saying, Justin, if you're watching, if you eventually watch this, you know, if you got a downtime in between the tour, bro, first hit subscribe and the notification bell, because I go live every weekday and I bring you good content like this. I've lived the life, man. I got some wisdom to share. All right. And here's my wisdom. Surround yourself with better people. You want people that are going to tell you things that maybe you don't want to hear, but deep down you know it's the truth. That's who you want around you, okay? Now, people who will let you drive, I can't even believe that either when I start thinking about it. Like, there were people in the car with him. People knew how valuable he was to the tour, to their lives, and they let him drive drunk. That's a horrible friend. If you've ever had friends that let you do that, you know you look back at them a little suspect. And that's number one, Justin. Like, just evaluate that. Like, don't you want those people who are out at dinner with you and you're like, no, I got the keys. And you're like, nah, Justin, we're calling an Uber. Fucking none of us are driving. That's who you want in your life, okay? You want those people who are willing to stand their ground when you can't. So yeah, so just keep an eye on that. Think about it differently, because the way the news is positioning him to be like the victim of this is absurd. Absolutely atrocious. I couldn't believe it. And I said, they're doing him no favors. Because if he doesn't learn from this, if he doesn't look and reevaluate, especially he has kids, you don't want to, his kids don't want to see him drunk. They'll think it's like that character Branch from Trolls all drunk, mess them up, and then they're going to be messes when they get older. That's probably not going to happen. But, Justin, you got kids, man, and it's extremely important that you're not only there for them, but you're present for them. And I'm telling you, this is a sober dad. It is vital, absolutely vital. And it's extremely sad to think that he doesn't have good people surrounding him. So, Justin, if you're watching, I wish you the best. I hope you get some help. And you know what? You might need the money. You might really want to go on tour, but what's more important, your health or, this money? I say your health. I say take a break. The tour, postpone it. People will be pissed, but you know what? You make it up when you're healthier. Because right now, I don't think so, man. I don't think so, but I could be wrong, right? Who knows? I just lived this many times with many people, including myself. So hopefully he does the right thing. And hopefully he gets some new people around him, not letting them drive home and getting pulled over. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit subscribe. I go live every weekday and bring you all sorts of different stuff. I also am working on a couple of videos, so when I say hit the notification bell, you get notified not only when I go live, but when I drop a new video. It's just the editing takes forever. Gosh darn. And please hit that thumbs up button. Hit the like button for me, for the channel. Trying to crack 1330. We can get there. 1330 subscribers. I can only do it with your help. So thank you so much. Salute.